Hey everyone, it's Miguel here. I want to thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel today. You know, on our YouTube channel, we talk about leadership and leadership qualities and what it takes to be an effective leader. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about my biggest fear as a leader and how I've overcome that. Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. You know, many people have a fear of speaking in public. I will not deny that at one point that was a fear of mine. Now, I'll also admit that I always get nervous speaking in front of people. That nervousness reminds me that while I have prepared, there's a level of unknown elements, right? There's something there that I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how people will receive it. I don't know what people's mindset will be. And this is even more so when there's larger crowds, right? When there's a small crowd, I may get a little nervous, but when there's a big crowd, when there's a big group of collective people that are watching, that are listening, while that makes me a little nervous, I'm not afraid of that nervousness. And I'm not afraid of speaking in public. In fact, I embrace that moment because I know that nervousness is my body letting me know that, hey, there's some things here that you don't know how it's going to go. I put it similar to when you're going to ride a roller coaster. You think about riding a roller coaster, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. You know, you go to ride, I don't know, Superman, the jackhammer or whatever, right? You go to the amusement park, you ride the roller coaster. You've seen, you've heard, but as you're on the line and as you're getting closer and they take, you know, your ticket or whatnot, and you go to sit down, you're sitting on the seat and you hear that, you know, it tightens down on you and you feel the pressure of that seat belt, right? And you feel the pressure of that holding you there. And they're going through all the instructions and there's a level of nervousness there, right? You get giddy, you get anxious. And so that's the same way for me when I'm about to speak in public. There's a level of nervousness there. I'm not afraid, I'm not scared. I know there's a level of uncertainty, or not uncertainty, but rather there's a level of experience that I'm about to have that I just can't determine. I've gotten ready, but obviously there's elements there that I don't know about. Now, having said all that, there is something greater that I have feared as a leader. And I want to share with you what that fear is. I also want to share with you how I've overcome that fear continuously, because it's still a fear in the back of my mind. It's still something that I think about. And so I want to share with you in this video exactly what I've done to try to overcome that fear. I also want to encourage you right here, right now, that if you're new to the channel, listen, we talk about leadership and leadership qualities. And I've been a leader for over 10 plus years. I've also had the experience of helping others develop in leadership, mentor others, and help others reach their level of success. And so I just want to take this moment to encourage you that if you like the video so far and you're getting value of it, please hit the like button. Definitely, I'm going to put a link up here so you can check out the video of why I started a YouTube channel. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. With that being said, my biggest fear as a leader has been becoming jaded. That's been my biggest fear, becoming jaded. I've had the experience where many times people try to use the gifting, the talents, the abilities that I have to have their own personal gain. I don't know if you've had this experience. If you have, please let me know in the comment section below. But I've had that experience where people see the gifting, people see the talent, people see the ability, and instead of helping and nourish, grow those abilities, those talents, many times they'll simply try to exploit them and utilize them for their own benefit and their own hidden agenda. That hurts, that's demoralizing, that's scary, but overall, I fear that I become jaded. I fear that I lose the passion, that I lose the drive, that I lose the desire. My leadership style is one in which I like sitting down with people and coaching people along and kind of designing a plan that works for them, even though there's an overall goal. Well, how can we get you to fit into this? And what are the tools and gifting that you can apply to this? And I've had that experience where people have tried to utilize my gifting for their benefit, for their personal agenda. And that is a big fear of mine. And many times I've had to check myself when I lose desire, when I lose passion, when I lose drive, feeling jaded, feeling like I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to train. I don't want to lead. I don't want to help. And I fear that because I understand, and the way that I feel is that my ability to communicate and my ability to coach, to teach, to mentor, to lead, I feel like it's not something that, my parents didn't give it to me. It was something that I believe that it is greater. It is God given, to be honest with you. And so I've tried to protect this gift, protect my talent, protect the abilities that God has given me. And at the same time, I've found in my life that I've had to even protect it from people that seemed to be in favor of my growth. And so as a leader, my biggest fear is becoming jaded, that I would not want to serve, that I would not want to help, that I would not want to or find pleasure in leading and coaching. And that has been my biggest fear. And the way that I've combat that fear is simply by saying no. Now, I put the word simply there, but really it's not simple. It's not simple many times to say no. Many times when you say no, there tends to be this peer pressure a lot of times. At least this has been my experience. If you've had a different experience, please, in the comment section below, I want you to share with me what's been your biggest fear and how have you overcome that fear as a leader? Because again, my fear is becoming jaded. And the way that I've overcome that is by saying no. When people say, can you do this? I've had to learn to say no. Can I do it? Yes. Will I do it? No. I won't engage. Not if it's mutually beneficial. If it's not mutually beneficial, then I'm not going to engage. There has to be something that you get out of it and that I get out of it. I'm putting out these videos here on YouTube and I'm not getting any monetization. Like, I'm not getting any financial gain, but the gain that I am getting is so much greater than that. So I hope that you're being blessed and that you're being encouraged by these videos that I'm putting out about leadership. But I want you to know that I myself am being encouraged. And so being able to be transparent is something that as a leader, we must do. Many times we hide behind our titles. We hide behind the office doors. We hide behind all of these positions and responsibilities. And so no one gets to see the real us. In the past several years, I've learned we got to be more transparent. We've got to just break down those walls and say, you know what? Here's me. And the fact is that I, as a leader, I've struggled with that, with the fear of not becoming jaded, not losing sight of the goal of what I have in my hands, what I've been put responsible for. And the way that I've combat that fear is by simply saying no. Although I may have the ability to do something, although I may have even the desire to do something, if I analyze and I understand it's not mutually beneficial. Now, mutually beneficial doesn't mean that I'm going to get a financial gain. As I said, I'm putting out these videos and there's no monetization. I'm not getting anything financially, but I do feel that sense of actually being able to impact and actually being able to help. One of the biggest things that I've said over the years is that the greatest profit we could ever make is the impact we have. And again, that can be mutually beneficial, or just the experience itself can be mutually beneficial. But if it's not there, if we're not in the same wavelength, then I've just learned to say, no, I don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't want to do it. And many times I can have that dialect of saying, here's the reason why, and other times there's just no reason, or I may not need to give a reason. Like, here's the reason I don't want to do it, and period, point blank. Present another alternative, present another idea. Maybe I may be much more interested. Again, my biggest fear is becoming jaded. The way I have handled that as a leader is by saying no. I had a friend of mine several years ago in our youth that he would always say this, and it stuck with me. He said, no means new opportunity. And so many times when we get that no, or we give that no, people think, well, that's it, it's over. No, new means new opportunity. So my saying no to that person is actually opening up a new opportunity for me to continue to grow and for that person to continue to do whatever it is they're trying to do. And what I would encourage you that are trying to grow in leadership is really understand, how is everyone benefiting from what you're doing? How is the listener, the viewer benefiting? How are you benefiting from it? And if there's other parties involved, how are they benefiting from it? Again, many times that may not be monetary. Sometimes it is, and that's always a good thing, right? But the fact is that sometimes it isn't. And if it isn't, okay, well, what is the benefit? Is it the learning? Is it the experience? Is it the training? What is that which you're going to get out of it? Listen, my name is Miguel Lebron, and I'm here in Rochester, New York, enjoying the beautiful day that is today. And I am grateful that you would allow me to be part of your day. Today, I've spoken about my biggest fear as a leader. Would you be so kind to let me know what's your biggest fear as a leader? And again, what are you doing to overcome it? I believe that you have the ability to change the world, but I also believe it's necessary to surround yourself with people that would nourish your vision. Thank you for tuning in today. I encourage you to hit the like if you like this video, hit the subscribe if you love the channel, and I'll see you in the comment section below. Have a great day.